In April 2020, a little-known Canadian-made science fiction movie called Code 8 came out of nowhere and immediately wowed audiences. Co-written and directed by Jeff Chan, Code 8 is set in the near future in a world where certain individuals possess superhuman abilities. Stephen Amell, best known for his years starring in the CW's Arrow, heads up the cast as a power-possessor named Garrett. But one of the film's breakout stars is the actress who plays the metal-melting Maddy. That's Laysla De Oliveira, and if she looks familiar, it's probably from her work in audacious genre fare not unlike Code 8. Before she hit laptop and TV screens as Maddy in Code 8, De Oliveira was best known for her role as another not-quite-human in the Netflix series Locke Key. De Oliveira's character, Dodge, is the principal antagonist of the show, based on the beloved comic series by Stephen King's son, Joe Hill, and Gabriel Rodriguez. Due to the morphing mechanics of the magical identity key, the demon Dodge could feasibly be portrayed by multiple actors as Locke and Key's plot unfolds. But hopefully De Oliveira will be back in future seasons, because she definitely shines in some pivotal moments in the series' first season.
Death is not as final as you think. Your whole family can see your dad again.
In addition to charming and conning lonely Bodhi Locke into breaking her out of her well-house prison to begin her reign of terror, viewers learned she also used her feminine wiles to trick people into some pretty despicable acts. It was a role that made audiences sit up and take notice, but it actually wasn't the first time De Oliveira appeared in an adaptation from the King family. De Oliveira is quickly becoming a screen darling, a go-to star for movies and shows. De Oliveira landed one of her first major film roles in the 2019 horror movie In the Tall Grass. In the project, based on a novella by Stephen King and Joe Hill, De Oliveira plays Becky, 6 months pregnant and on her way with her brother to start a new life in California. Those plans fall by the wayside when they get sidetracked by the cries of a boy named Tobin during a stop near a creepy field.
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
That sets off a whole host of horrors for Becky, who gets lost in the field and quickly finds out that getting her shoes muddy is going to be the least of her worries. The stakes build to an insane crescendo, giving De Oliveira plenty of opportunities to let her acting talents shine. The role certainly proved that De Oliveira was a star on the rise, and a talent who could anchor a big project. While De Oliveira was lucky enough to score 2 big breakout roles in 2020, she's been steadily working as an on-screen talent for nearly a decade, honing her skills and building her resume with small parts in episodic television. Her first screen credit came from guest starring on a 3rd season episode of the USA crime drama Covert Affairs in 2012. A year later, De Oliveira returned to the USA Network portraying a character on an episode of the espionage series Nikita. Seemingly finding at least one career niche in genre television, De Oliveira starred as a villain on 1 episode of the CW Zomcom iZombie and 3 episodes of Fox's X-Men adjacent superhero show The Gifted. Inadvertently preparing for her roles as both Dodge and Maddy, De Oliveira played a young mutant with the uncanny ability to create glowing orbs of light with escapes from her unjust confinement in a mental institution. But De Oliveira doesn't only make horror, sci-fi, and fantasy. She's appeared in several thoughtful and acclaimed indie movies that take place in normal realities where regular, non-powerful human beings are just trying to, deal. In 2018, De Oliveira anchored Acquainted, a drama about 2 old sort of friends who reconnect and are left questioning their pre-existing romantic entanglements. The movie won the award for Achievement in Filmmaking at the Mammoth Film Festival. A year later, De Oliveira showed off her acting chops again in Guest of Honor by Canadian writer-director Adam Egoyan. De Oliveira starred as Veronica, a wrongfully convicted woman desperately haunted by her past. The film did well on the festival circuit and was nominated for Best Canadian Feature at the Toronto International Film Festival. While film buffs might be familiar with those films, parents might notice De Oliveira from her work in slightly fluffier fare, such as the 2016 American girl doll-based movie Leah to the Rescue. Like many actors and actresses, De Oliveira parlayed her natural charisma and good looks early on into a job as a professional model. So if she looks familiar to someone who has never seen her in any role besides the fiery Maddy in Code 8, it could be that her face made an impression from a magazine spread or advertising campaign from a decade ago. Based on her captivating performances in recent projects like Locke Key and Code 8, Laysla De Oliveira will undoubtedly continue to grace our TV screens far into the future. Thanks for watching. Click the links in our video to watch more cool stuff from Netflix. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to get the latest trailers and exclusive videos from Netflix. Plus, hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.